Hi Capricorn, welcome to your November reading. We're going to take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Capricorn, whatever is coming out for you. We're also going to look at Venus. So this is a general reading. It may be meant for you, it may be meant for somebody around you, but you're going to know how it resonates with your life. If you find that it doesn't fit your situation, check out your moon and rising sign, and of course love would be your Venus sign. So Capricorn, the message I'm hearing right off the bat for you is go get them. And then I heard as I was shuffling the card, we got your back. Now that message could very well be meant for me as I'm doing this reading for you, because I hear it, see it, feel it, know it, and it comes through me. But I have a feeling it is also for the sign of Capricorn. So I'm going to pull out cards for the first, one for each week of the month. We're going to look at that with great detail, and then we're going to pull out the adversities, whatever could be challenging you or preventing you from fulfilling what it is you know you're supposed to do, or that inner guidance that you need along the way. One more card. I hope you guys are staying safe and you are well, and everything is starting to make sense around you in your lives, because it can be a little frustrating. Flustering and frustrating is frustrating at the same time. Now, the first card that we have for you is the Hierophant, and this is talking about traditions and values. Traditions, the way you think, the way your family thinks, everybody around you, everything that you've learned, you might have been questioning it. And Mercury has been in retrograde in the entire month of October, going direct as we head into the month of November. And for a lot of you, you may have had to reflect in the first 2 weeks. You're going to definitely be looking at the people around you, whoever is putting a lot of weight on your shoulders and throwing their energy, their responsibilities off on you. You may be taking another look at that, okay? If it's a family tradition and value that says that you're supposed to do this, you might be saying, I don't think I have to, but we're going to pull out the detail on that. Now, you could be dealing with a Taurus, and for some of you, it could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And even though they aren't here on the deck, on the board, I am guided to tell you, you may be dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Big change is getting ready to take place for the sign of Capricorn. A huge, significant change that is going to alter your perception of what traditions and values are in your life, and what works for you in your life. The old traditions and values are absolutely, well, you've got the devil card here. They're absolutely, they can lead us down the wrong path. What's right for mom, what's right for our partner, doesn't necessarily mean that it's right for us. And if we follow suit with them, it can lead us into a spiraling backward, kind of like Mercury in retrograde, where we have to make the choice to break free. Now, that's what I feel a lot of you are doing with this devil. You're saying, these things do not work for me anymore. You are going to really pull in your personal power and say no. You're going to learn to say no. I don't agree with this, and I'm not going to do it that way. And bravo, that's what we're all meant to do. Not follow other people because it's conducive for them, but follow what's right for us. And that's where it can be scary, because we might be standing alone for quite some time before we find like-minded people. The beautiful thing is, with this energy, this heaviness, this weighted responsibility of following whatever it is, society or your family, whatever this means to you as far as your thinking and your guidance in life, you're saying no, because you're going to turn your back on it. And some of you, it is going to be love. We have the King of Cups here, and the King of Cups is all about love. The King of Cups is a person who's very joyful. They're very engaging. They love to incorporate humor into the conversation. They can be the one that stands out in the spotlight, and they're the jokester inside that group in your social setting. This may be somebody that you had a lot of love for and still most likely do. However, the traditions and values of them do not match you. You guys are not on the same page, and it's putting a lot of weight on you because you don't agree with the direction they want you to go. And again, we have to follow our own inner guidance, and that's what's happening for a lot of you. Now, for some of you, this is an addiction. You have a person in your life that has addictive personality behaviors, that are no longer working for you. And maybe the family has said, oh, that's just the way they are. And you're like, I don't care if that's just the way they are. It doesn't work for me. So again, you're pulling back your power. You may be pulling it back by using humor in lieu of saying the word no, but doing it in a funny way. You're going to kind of like intermingle is what I'm seeing. Intermingle the true meaning for self-preservation. I don't know what that means for you, but that's the guided message that I was told to give you. Now we're going to look at some of the adversities because that's pretty heavy energy there. You're dealing with a work situation that you may actually love. You may love your job, but they're throwing off other responsibilities on you. Maybe there's a lack of personnel in there. Maybe that's what's in the organization in the way that it's written up. If this one is not there, then you take their place. But now you're doing two jobs instead of just one with the same pay. That is emotionally draining. That puts a lot of weight on us, and it makes us really make poor choices in our personal life. And that's why over the last decade, you've been here, even 2 decades, we've been hearing about work-life balance. It's vital to emotional health and mental health and our physical overall well-being. So you're saying, no, I am not going to do it. You're going to cleanse, you're going to clear, you're going to remove whatever this is from your life. So you go get them. Okay, you go get them. Now we've got the King of Wands, and he did fall out in the reverse. In the reverse, King of Wands is not a nice person. This is somebody who is very arrogant, somebody who is, although very captivating, very alluring, they have a lot of negative qualities. They're right underneath the Devil card. Now, for some of you, it could be you, but I don't feel it's actually you, Capricorn. I believe this is somebody that is around you, and this reading may be more about them than it is you. However, you are taking on the responsibilities that they are not doing. In the reverse, this is somebody who does not complete what they are supposed to do. They stand out in the spotlight but throw all the responsibility off on other people and pretend to the others that they're going to do it and hand it off to you. Now in work, that could be what it is meant to be, but it's not working for you. It's hurting your heart for whatever is going on. Now this is an adversity to you, this particular individual. That could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, right? And that's why I was saying they're very important in this reading. So if you're dealing with a person in that zodiac sign, if you started a job in that zodiac sign on the calendar, if this is a project, anything pertaining to Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, it's all about the fire, the adventure, the excitement, passion. Something you are very passionate about is getting ready to change because it no longer lights your fire anymore. Your fire's going and it's like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Now equally, we have for an adversity, we also have the Five of Pentacles. This is somebody who may have drained you financially, and like I said, they were doing in a work environment. What I'm seeing is that you work for somebody that casts off their responsibilities on you and says it's tradition and says this is in your contract. Reread your contract, and if it isn't copacetic with you, then go to them, go to the superior, and find a way to change it. You will be able to find a way to change it. Some of you, that will be incorporating humor into the situation, because this King of Cups, Pisces, and Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer individual is absolutely going to help you restore the balance that is being out of whack. This is a situation, you guys got a lot. Look, you got the Ten of Wands. This is a lot of heaviness as we roll into the first 2 weeks of November, and that is not a fun place to be. But you see, Mercury in retrograde takes us backwards for a reason. People come back in our life, memories come back in our lives, work situations come back in our lives. This may have been a repetitive cycle for 2-3 years where you've been going through the same process. Every Mercury in retrograde, you see it, you hear it, you feel it, you know it inside, and it makes you go home and cry because you don't want to do this. Now open up your voice right here, you got to open up your voice. You're going to have to speak this one out. Again, you can use humor to alter the heaviness of what you're going to do, because you're going to counteract this for some of you. And some of you are going to sit back and say, yeah, that's just the way it is. Everybody's perception of what is going on in your life is uniquely your own. But when we're looking at this, if you are in a situation where all the responsibility is on you, you're dealing with somebody who is wearing some type of a facade over them that they can't even see the own truth through themselves, but you can. This is a lot of negative energy, and for some of you it could be negative entities that have come in right at the end, right near Halloween, when the invisible layers are they're there, okay? They are there, and they go 3 feet, 3 feet, 3 feet, and in each section is like a different layer of entities and energies and time frames in our historical timeline through the soul's evolution. Now, I know that's really way out there for some of you, and I'm not trying to do that, but what I am trying to say is those layers, or the invisible line, will be removed, and it will allow anything and everything to come through, both positive and negative. So if you've been trying to block it out and been doing okay, you may find yourself not doing okay right around this beginning week of November and rolling into the second week of November. But as we go into the third and fourth week, something amazing is going to happen. This is like a transformative month, and that's what the month of November is really about. It's taking all of the reflections of the past that you had to work to remove. If this is your own business, you literally have been working to cure the disease, okay? Now, that doesn't mean health, but it means that there was something infecting maybe your computer system. There was something affecting your business. Your opportunities were not plentiful. And it has to do with this King of Wands. You're getting ready to remove that. And we have the King of Pentacles. Now, this could be very well you, like I said, pulling back in that power. And they're saying, go get him, baby. And right next to it, you've got the Fool card. This is your moment to stand up and be you, Capricorn. And nobody else can be you but you. And you're amazing at what you do. You are incredibly a perfectionist, sometimes perhaps to a fault. And some of you, this may be you recognizing that being anal, being so perfect is not actually a benefit. It puts a lot more weight on you. And if you just allow things to flow a little bit more naturally and go with the flow by laughing, by opening up to joy, it can help you tremendously. It doesn't mean it cures everything. But this is about you pulling back in the power, pulling back what is meant for you to have. This is you feeling grounded and secure in your own world, because you're going to take the stance of, hey, que sera, sera, whatever it will be, will be. After you've done the research, the fool never just jumps off the cliff, not the wise fool. Now, this again represents this zodiac sign of Aries. So you can see how that particular zodiac sign, from the very beginning when I called it out, even with the Ten of Wands, that isn't a person card, but I can feel their vibration is very, very close around you guys. Now, the Aries moon just went into effect at the time that I am doing this reading for you. So you might be feeling the heightened senses of what I'm talking about right at the time of the video, when you see the date on the upload of the video. You're going to get rid of this, okay? The Ten of Wands means you're getting ready to end whatever it is. Now, it could be them, but whoever this is, whatever this situation is, completely drained you financially, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, where you may not remember who the core being of who you are. And that's why I'm saying you're pulling back in your power, and you're being guided to say, go get him. If this is a new job offer, you're going to get up and you're going to go get it. You're going to say, que sera, sera. Sorry, I'm not going to deal with this weighted stuff. It's not even my stuff to deal with in the first place. You are going to go for something different that feels right to you. Not because I said it, not because anybody told you to, because it feels right inside of you. You're going to become more engaged in your inner knowing. Your senses are going to heighten to everything around you. So if you felt like you were a little bit lost, a little bit off, it's coming back again. You guys are going to have a heightened sense of taste. Okay, your taste, you're going to want new foods, and you're going to want to explore new opportunities. You have a lot of fiery passion around you that you came from, but that's equally going to come over into this second half of November. So wow, that is a big heavy message. Go get them, baby, because you got what it takes. Do not let this King of Wands make you feel, okay, with the King of Cups, make you feel as though you are less than, it's this one, you are less than what you're meant to be, because you are not. Now, right underneath the King of Pentacles, which is representing an earth sign, Capricorn like you, a Virgo or Taurus, you have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is that deception that you've been dealing with. This is a person, or maybe more, that you've been dealing with, that it's just time. You've learned your lesson, my darlings. You've learned your lesson, and you're saying, I'm going to take what is important to me, and I'm going to let go of the rest. You're not going to bring in the anger. The anger is going to subside. By the 4th week, it will be gone. You're going to take everything that works for you, and you're going to move on. Let this deception be wherever it is, and walk away from it. When you do that, right underneath the Fool, we have the Knight of Swords. That's when this opportunity comes in this quick, as soon as you do it. And that's what happens when we shift the energies around us. If we can transmute the anger into joy, the fear into confidence, when we can transmute everything, and that's what the month of November is about, changing all of that and making it work for you. That's when these opportunities fly in from out of the blue. Now, this may be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius individual, but for a lot of you, this is a contract coming in. You're going to let go of one contract. You're going to start a new one. It could be romance. It could be a job. It's going to be different for all of you. But the point is, you're going to jump on the horse and you're going to move forward in your true self. It's really pulling back the piece of you that may have been lost over the last 2 years. Okay, for some of you, it could have been 20 years. But I'm very strongly seeing two years, and usually I see more than that, but I'm seeing 2. So over the last couple of years through 2020, maybe probably the end of 2019 up until today, the end of 2021, you have gone through tremendous growth and learning how to re-engage yourself and connect back with the earth. And you're so good at doing that, Capricorn. You're amazing at doing that. So let's see what the adversities could be, because you're going to walk away from whatever it is. You're going to sever contracts. You're going to get a brand new contract when it comes to work. Some of you, this has everything to do with fine art, museum. I see a museum is here, an actual museum where you might be walking out of a gallery that you work in and taking a brand new offer. The museum may be the brand new offer, but I definitely see this. So you're going to know how that resonates with you, if it does at all. Make sure you check your your moon and rising sign as well. The adversities is the 3 of Cups, and this is where you and another person, you and a job experience really intertwine together. This is unity, okay, when we're looking at 3s, and a lot of you might be seeing 3 everywhere around you, especially at the time you're viewing this video. This is a couple, a partnership, where you really are deeply connected. There's an interconnection between the 2 of you. You may even have telepathic communications. But if they are actually this reversed King of Wands, that is not somebody who is going to be compatible with you. Now we have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We have everything on the board. Every zodiac sign element is on the board. All of the people cards are here to back it up. Now, the other adversity might be you might be sitting, waiting a little bit too long. If you decide to sit and wait and see if they're going to change and see if this person, through the deception, even though you know the truth, you may be putting yourself on hold, and only you can make that decision. But this is the Eight of Cups saying, I have so much, I put so much into this job, I love this job, I love this person. It could be a family member where you have nothing but love for them. But with them being in reverse and this, you're saying, I can't do this anymore. It may be affecting your emotional balance, your emotional stability, and it's time for you to really do the research and seek the guidance that you need so that you can move forward. Look for the truth around you and you will see it, and you're going to see it. A lot of you will see 3s, 6, and 7. Okay, and I've been calling those numbers out quite a bit in different readings. 3, 6, and 7, and November 18, 1-8 is vital for a lot of you. I don't know why, but we'll see what that means as we can continue to go forward. The Three of Cups is you getting secure again within yourself, knowing this doesn't feel right. This makes me feel ill. This is affecting my health. This is affecting my mind. I can't do this anymore. But for the majority of you, this has to do with that love relationship between you and your work, and you and your person, you and your family, whomever that is. Now, it could be a young adult that you're dealing with, and it may be an air sign that you're dealing with in that category. But whatever this experience is, there's a blockage there where you may not have been able to see the truth, and now you might be seeing those little signs, those little synchronicities, and hearing the words, go get them, baby. Go get them and turn this around. You hold the power to turn this around. Yeah. We have the Two of Wands, we have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Star card. You see, by you looking at this person who may have kept you on hold, this King of Wands could have kept you on hold. That's a male or female, by the way. It's a general reading. And it could be vice versa where you're doing this to them. But I feel for most of you, it is happening to you, not from you. This is a lot of pain, a painful experience where you may have relived repetitive cycles. An individual who may have addictions, they may be addicted to alcohol or any kind of addiction, even emotional abuse, all right? And you're saying, I'm done with this. I'm going to walk away from it, and bravo. This is huge healing opportunity for you with the Star card when it comes to the relationship with a person. Somebody that, again, you love, but if they are not making any effort, if they are not doing anything, you can't do it for them. We can't fix people. Only they can fix themselves. The doctor can go in and do the heart transplant, but if the patient continues to eat wrong, they will inevitably wind up back in the doctor's office, right? So we have to work together as a team, as a unit in the world overall in general. You're going to make a decision whether you stay or go, and that's the significant part of this reading. Go get them. You have a new opportunity coming in. It may be actually an Aquarian coming in. It may be the job that you always wish for. Whomever, whatever you wish for is going to be granted to you by the 4th week of November. So the Star card is about you actually getting what you want. Keeping in mind, we can't change people. So if it's a love relationship, this is a new love relationship coming in that's going to make you feel alive. It's going to make you want to explore. It's going to make you want to really embrace this new person. And you're going to feel it right around the time you're viewing this video. Now, for some of you, you're going to be put into a place of stardom. And I mean, you're going to be thrown into this huge capacity where now you have all the responsibility, but the weight is worth it, okay? The end and the way you get there is absolutely part of your path. It's what you truly wish, so you're okay doing the work. But when we're putting into something or someone that doesn't give back, we can sit there forever and ever. I mean, literally, I've known people who've sat there for years waiting for the love of their life to come back and around, and it doesn't happen because it wasn't mutual, right? So it's like you're making a decision on whether or not to go, and the outcome is you're going to play the Fool card. You're going to do the research. You're going to look up the company that is giving you the offer. You're going to do research on whoever it is that's coming into your life. Why? Because you are empowering yourself again. And you're going to hear the guided voices, the guided messages around you, Capricorn, saying, go get them. It's your chance. This is your chance to get what you truly wish for. So if you sit, the chance will fly by. You'll know the right moment to get up, and you'll know the right moment to move. 10 is a significant number for the zodiac sign of Capricorn in the month of November. 10, 10, 10. So this is about completion, and you're getting ready to become the real you in a beautiful way. So we're going to take a look at love, we're going to look at couples and then singles, and I will pull one more message at the end as an overall way to help guide you and inspire you through the month of November. I'm going to tell you, it is not going to be easy in the first 2 weeks, but it is doable, and you have all the strength inside of you to do it. And you listen carefully, you'll hear, go get him. Go get him. All right, here's the one for the married couple. And let me pull one more for single. Now, married couple is whether you're together, apart, whether this is your marriage that we're talking about in this reading, whatever it is, you are in an actual couple. Both people agree that you are in a couple, not just one chasing another. This is an actual relationship on the rocks or togetherness. We have the card of express your love. Go ahead and make the effort. Now, this might be somebody who has given you the cold shoulder in the past, and this is all about love. Excuse me, I couldn't get those words out. You see, it affected me as well. You've got to express your love, and that's what I'm talking about. You might feel really restricted in this part of your throat right here. You might get a little bit too much saliva in your mouth where you can't get the words out. Express your love. This is your moment to shine. This is your moment to be seen for the beautiful Capricorn that you are. You're solid, you're grounded, and you're very earthly bound. It doesn't mean that you're materialistic, but it does mean that you like the finer things in life. So therefore, the love of your life would equally fall under that capacity, the finer things in life. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful relationship. So if it's been hard and challenging, only you can make the decision if it will work. And with the Knight of Swords, some of you are going to sever ties. I'm not going to kid you. You're going to walk away. You're going to file some paperwork for a legal separation. But you have an opportunity to say, I'm doing this from my heart. I love you, but I can't do this anymore. But for the majority of you, this is somebody you love. This is somebody you want to meet. This is somebody you want to continue to be with. And it's beautiful. Now, if you're single, you don't have anyone attached to you, we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate, your true connection, the one that you've been wishing for, okay, regardless of how much pain you've been through, my beautiful single babies, how much pain you've been through, the wish is being granted, and you're going to feel that vibration between the last week of November and the beginning of January. You're going to meet this new person, so keep an open mind. They may not look the stereotype that you had in the past, but how far did that get you, right? It got you in a repetitive cycle. They may have a brand new look, and that brand new look comes with something amazing, and it's called true love. So for some of you, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy, and you're going to know how that resonates with you. Let's pull one more card to help guide you along the way, fill you with inspiration, along with my other readings. And if you are looking for a private reading, I am closing private readings on the 31st of October, and I'll be moving into group sessions. So you can book yours through the website, and that's all over here on YouTube. Okay, let's see what your card actually is, because this is a beautiful adversities. So the challenges that you're going to go through are going to help you bring back that personal power. You go get them, okay? You go get that job. You go get what it is you want, because you're going to feel in a way you've never felt before. You're healing yourself on a deep core level, and the true you is going to emerge. King of Wands in the reverse, no more. You're going to walk away from that. They are the biggest adversity around you. You're severing ties with it, and you're going to move and focus past them to what you actually desire. So I hope you have an amazing November. Thank you for watching.